What is going on, guys? It is Frankie here, coming at you live just moments after the Chicago Bears get to over 500 on the year, beating the Dallas Cowboys 31-24. I will have plenty to say on the disaster right now known as the Dallas Cowboys and the NFC East in just a second. But I do want to give props to the Chicago Bears. They've been playing great as of late, and we have to contribute some of that to Trubisky. He's probably played his two best games here of the season in the last 2 weeks. I want to get his stats from last week, but he's been really good, and he's been getting the throws. He's been making the big plays. He's limited the interceptions for now. I mean, how about that big run he made at the end of the game to get them that last touchdown? Like, that was a huge play that basically put the game on ice right there. And it was crazy. It was like Lamar Trubisky. It was like, oh my gosh, Mitchell Trubisky looks great. I mean, you don't usually expect this from Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, we know he has a little running game, but this was crazy. And so in the last two games, I do want to put this up because if we can get this up here. But yeah, the last two games against Detroit and now he's stepped up. He's elevated this team. So last week he had 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, and then in this game too, I don't have the exact stats, or actually I do. 244 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in the last 2 games. And he's limiting the interceptions, which is great. I mean, so now the thing about Trubisky, I don't know if I can trust that going forward. I can't sit here and say that is what Trubisky is going to be for the rest of the year. Like, that's what he's going to be for the next 4 or 5 games. I don't know. I can't say that right now. I'm not 100% sure. I can 100% buy that. But for now, he's playing well. The team is playing well. The defense did a good job today. Montgomery had 86 yards rushing, no touchdowns. No dominating rushing or receiving performance, but what's up, Joseph? So no dominating rushing or receiving performance today from Chicago. It was just where the Cowboys going to become playoff time. We will get to Dallas because they might be playing. Somehow they might be playing. But again, give Chicago credit. They're playing better here in the next few weeks, and now they are a game out of the Vikings here in the NFC wildcard race. And I mean, that could be interesting here. If Minnesota stumbles down the stretch, let's see what Chicago does. Chicago's next 3 games are, one of them is going to be against a division rival because that's a Week 17 game. I should have all this stuff ready, but there's got a lot of things. Okay, so the next 3 games for Chicago: at Green Bay, home to Kansas City, at Minnesota. That's not an easy schedule at all. That's not an easy schedule. So if you're Chicago, you got to either hope Minnesota chokes or you got to step up. But the way they have been playing here the last 2 weeks the last 3 weeks, they beat the Giants, which isn't much, but that's a win. They beat Detroit, now they beat Dallas. 3 wins in a row. They're playing their best football of the year. Let's see if they can keep this up here. But a good win for a very good win here for the Chicago Bears as they now move to 7-6 on the year. Let's get to the Cowboys here. I've got to say a few things on the Cowboys. Wow, man, that was bad. I picked Chicago +3. I didn't feel great about it when I did it. But, man, after that first drive, after a great, 17-play opening drive, which ends in the Elliott touchdown, you're thinking, all right, Dallas is playing good here. The defense then shuts down. You have Brett Maher, who I don't want to see Brett Maher for the rest of the year. I think every Cowboys fan doesn't want to see Brett Maher for the rest of the year. What has he missed, 10 field goals this year? Just, how many games has he blown for them? So he was awful. And again, Michael Gallup was nice. Dak in the first half made some awful throws. After that first drive, which Dallas was lights out, and you're like, all right, this is what we see. All right, here's a great stat. Dallas was 4 for 4 on their third down conversions to start the game. They finished 6 for 15. They were 2-11 after the first drive. Dak was making some awful throws there in the first half. Some throws that make you think, maybe we shouldn't pay him $40 million. Some throws you're like, all right, maybe we overrated him just a little bit. And Dak's so weird because we know what kind of talent this guy is. We saw it at the beginning of the year. We know how great this guy can be. Why is he so inconsistent? Is it the coaching? The coaching may have something to do with it. That Trubisky touchdown there, that was just insane. But let's get to the coaching. How much longer, if you're Jerry Jones, can you sit there and watch this? And there he is watching it in the booth. If you're Jerry Jones, how much more of this can you watch? That was the 4th game this year that Trubisky's had three passing touchdowns. That ties him now with Jay Cutler and puts him on. So the only quarterbacks in Bears history to ever have 4 passing touchdowns in a season are Jay Cutler and Eric Kramer. So consider that for what you're worth. Congratulations, Mitchell Trubisky. You are now in elite company with Jay Cutler and Eric Kramer. But how much more, if you're Jerry Jones, how much more of this are you going to watch? How much longer this season are you going to put up with this? Are you going to put up with being just mediocrity every year? 10 years of this, bad play calling, and just 10 years of clapping. Non-stop clapping. Just stop it. It's every time I watch it, I'm like, just stop it, dude. Stop. It's not working. It's not helping. It only annoys people. And it's such a weird character trait to have. But regardless, the thing is, you can't fire Garrett. You can't fire, no matter how bad Dallas's defense has been. Or Dak. No matter that, or Marr, and Garrett, you can't fire Garrett because the Cowboys could still win this division. They're still a game up. The NFC East is a joke. It is a total joke. Everything about this division is wrong. Everything about it is garbage right now. Dallas and Philly are limping to the finish line in excruciatingly bad fashion. I mean, Washington can still win this division. They probably won't. But if Washington wins out, they might win this division. That is how terrible this division is right now. Just, give the third wildcard team a division. Give a third wildcard team a playoff spot. The way Dallas is playing, the way Philly is playing right now. Philly just lost to Miami. Dallas continues to... how many games in a row is this now for Dallas? Redskins come back and win. Exactly, the Redskins could come back and win the division. That's how scary bad it is right now. So Dallas at one point in this season, they were 3-0. Then they lost 3 in a row to the Saints, Packers, and Jets. Then they won 2 Eagles and Giants. All right, they're 5-3. Then they lose to Minnesota, and that's a game that, looking back on it, they should have had. They beat Detroit. All right, they stopped the bleeding. Losses to New England, a loss to Buffalo, and a loss to Chicago. Now you're home to the Rams. I mean, at this point, I think that's a win. But at this point, who knows? At Philly, which is just garbage, and then home of Washington, which if you don't take care of business, that could be a game that if you lose, you're out of the playoff picture. What is Dallas doing? What is Dallas doing? I mean, how about this? I was looking for the stat here at the end of the first half. There was a great stat here at the end of the first half about how Trubisky had not had more than 18 yards rushing in a game this year. He had over 60 in this game. He had 28 in the first half. How are you doing tonight, bro? I'm doing good, David. Thanks for asking. Again, if you're Jerry Jones, how much longer can you put up with this? You can't fire him now because the season is somehow still in play. Could have had Triple Crown Capitals, Nationals, Redskins. They could still have it. If the Redskins can somehow win this division. Again, I think all of us agree, and even Troy Aikman sounded so ticked off with the Cowboys during the game. It was hilarious. We all agree that it's time for them to move on from Jason Garrett, but you can't do it now because this division's still up for grabs. And if you sit there and fire Garrett now, then you're giving away the division. What a joke this division is. What a joke Dallas has been. You come in as 3-point favorites, and then that was rough. At what point? I mean, they were annihilating you there or late in the first. And by the way, when they got the ball to start the second half, you could have bet your life savings that the Bears were going to score a touchdown. You could have bet your life savings that at the beginning of the second half, the Cowboys were going to give up a touchdown. You could have 100% guaranteed it. You knew it was coming, and they did it. I mean, it was 31-14. It was 31-14 there. Against Mitch Trubisky looking like Lamar Jackson. So I don't know what Dallas is doing here. What's up, Niso? So I don't know what's going on here with Dallas. We know what's going on with Dallas. It's a joke right now. It's a train wreck. But they might be able to pull this off. They might somehow pull this division off stunningly because Philadelphia's not going to be able to get their act together. Neither team deserves it right now. But again, give the Bears credit. You're right, Frankie, but the way the Cowboys are playing right now, they don't deserve it. No one in the NFC East deserves to make the playoffs. Dallas doesn't, Philly doesn't, but someone's got to make it. Maybe Ravens lose. Does Baltimore play Philly this week? Or no, the Eagles play the Giants. I mean, that should be a win for Philly. You should beat the Giants. And Eli Manning coming out there for the final time. A million-year-old Eli Manning. But there's no guarantee. Again, there's no guarantee at this point. There's zero guarantee that you're going to be able to do that. And Baltimore plays Buffalo. Okay, that's why you're hoping for it. I mean, there's a possibility the Ravens lose, but don't expect it right now. Again, the Redskins might win this division. The NFC East is a joke. I don't even know. It's such a train wreck at this point. Again, I don't care, Jerry Jones. I don't care how much you like Jason Garrett. I don't care that he's just a son to you. At some point, you have to make a decision. Are we going anywhere with this? It's a decade, 2 playoff wins. If they can't make the playoffs this year, if they can't make the division with the Eagles playing like this, I think you got to fire them. You have to move on. You have to realize this isn't working. We're not going anywhere. The Bengals eventually realized that Marvin Lewis. Yeah, I didn't expect Eli Manning to play again this season earlier, but hey, Daniel Jones gets hurt, and welcome back, Eli. At some point, the Bengals realized we're not going to be able to win with Marvin Lewis. And so they were like, okay, we're done. We're firing. When does Jerry reach that point with Jason? At some point, when does Jerry just realize, you know what? We're not going very far. We're not winning a Super Bowl. We're not winning a title. Either way, Garrett should be fired. I mean, but no. Yes, I would fire him even if they did win the division and got knocked out in the first round. But that would probably be an excuse for Jerry to give him a 5-year extension. The Redskins versus the Packers this Sunday in Green Bay. That should be a Green Bay win, but it's in Green Bay. The Redskins aren't very good, even though they did win last week. You should win that game. All right. Green Bay should absolutely win that game. So, also, before I get into more of the stuff about this game, if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below for more content. Thank you to all the subscribers who joined me today after the YouTube Rewind video, which I did earlier today, so go check that out. Me reacting to YouTube Rewind 2019, so go check that out. That was a video I made earlier today. It was a fun video to make, so that's why I got a lot of subscribers from, so thank you. The NFC East is garbage. Come on, everybody, hit that like. Thank you, David. No, that'd be great. I would love it if Jerry would go out and just say, all right, we have decided to give Jason Garrett a 10-year, $100 million contract. We feel like he's the right coach for the job. He gets a lot out of our players. I'm expecting that. Jerry is just crazy enough that he just sits there and goes, you know what? Give this guy his money after a loss like this. Maybe it'll make him want to be better. It just seems like, and right now the big story on ESPN, again, and congrats to the Bears on their win, and they're playing well right now. And Trubisky's playing great. You can't trust Trubisky, because we saw how bad he was in the middle of the season. But he's playing great right now. But that's not going to be the main story. The main story is going to be the ineptitude of the Dallas Cowboys over the last 3 weeks. The main story is going to be, is this team about to collapse? Because you know why? Most of the country's Cowboys. If you take a survey, the majority of fans, the most popular fan base in the NFL is still the Cowboys. So, goodness. Looking at other stats here. Ezekiel had 19 carries. Zeke did have 2 touchdowns today, so I won't kill him. Gallup, Cooper. There were some drops on Dak's part, which I will give him that. There were some rough Dallas drops today. Again, the best receiver on the field was Gallup. 6 catches, 109 yards. Looking at team stats, both teams were not... I mean, Chicago was much better on third down. Again, Dallas was 4 for 4 on third down at the beginning of the game. They ended it... They finished the game 2 for 11. Dallas did get 2 fourth down conversions, so good for them. Dallas had more yards. Dallas had 26 more yards. Dallas had 100 more passing yards. But Chicago was much better on the run. Chicago's got a nice running game. And Dallas had 2 more penalties for 22 more yards. How about that? Chicago had 2 turnovers. I'm not sure. Did Dallas... I'm trying to look back on that. Did Dallas take advantage of either one of those turnovers? I think no. You had the interception, and Dallas punted. Okay, they did take advantage of the fumble. Because they made the 4th down conversion, so good for them. Rip Cowboy. R.I.P. Dallas. We're doing this again. And by the way, this is, and maybe I should have realized this by now, this is the final year of Jason Garrett's contract. This is it. Hey, Dylan, bear down, absolutely. Congrats to your Bears. Great performance today. I am fascinated to see what Jerry Jones is going to do. I'm curious because, again, we know about his unconditional love The Bears. The Bears. Dicka. The Bulls. The Bears. Oh, R.I.P. Chris Farley. I'm going to have a heart attack. But at what point, again, like, is Jerry finally going to pull the trigger on this and just say we can't have this anymore? Because you can tell, if you're following Twitter, Cowboys fans are done with him. They've been done for a while. I thought Garrett should have been fired probably like 4 years in. I thought he should have been gone. After the third 8-8 season, I thought they should have fired him. But for some reason, they kept with it. They kept with it. And there were some moments. There were the three appearances they had making the playoffs. 14, 16, and 18. In 14, they got knocked out in the divisional round. 16, they got knocked out in the divisional round. In 18, they win a wild card game. Yeah, R.I.P. Jason. But I'm not convinced. I mean, this is the most we've ever heard Jerry Jones be disappointed in Jason Garrett. But I still can't sit. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, Jerry Jones has a love for this guy. He might be able to keep him. Cowboys are 6-7, and they are top the NFC East. What a joke. This is the NFC East right now. The Cowboys 6-7. The Eagles 5-7. The Redskins 3-9. The Giants 3. The Redskins are 3 games out. And the Redskins are garbage. The Redskins fired their coach mid-season, and they haven't gotten any better. It's embarrassing right now. It's the NFC. All 4 NFC teams are now below 500. Now, again, if you're Dallas, you can ease the pain here and beat the Rams next week. But can you do that, or is this just going to keep free falling? I want to know how much is this going to get any worse? Oh boy, I'm just in disbelief. And again, I picked the Bears to win this game, but yeah, Dallas looked bad yet again. Another game in which Dallas looked inept, offensively. Defensively, they let Chicago do whatever they want. They let Jason Garrett, they let Trubisky, Jason Garrett let Trubisky throw and run whatever he wanted. What's up, It's All Godly? Good to see you. The NFC East is a dumpster fire, and Mr. Trubisky is now Lamar Jackson. Mr. Trubisky is like a top 5 quarterback in the league now. Trubisky's going to the Hall of Fame. I don't think that, but he's playing great. Again, Trubisky's playing great. And Dallas is playing awful. I don't care about the coaching press conference today. I don't care about Jason Garrett's press conference. I don't care. I mean, this is Jason Garrett every game. I want to hear what Jerry says. Is Jerry going to say anything emotional? Is Jerry going to say anything controversial? Is Jerry finally going to be like, I've had enough? Score shows 7-point game, but it was not a 7-point game. But yeah, exactly. Like, this was like 31-14 at one point. It was 31-14, and then Dallas got a garbage touchdown and a garbage field goal. My week's going good. It's all godly. I've been doing great. Can't complain. Everything's great. But, again, if you're a Cowboys fan, I imagine things are much, much worse right now. I imagine things are just terrible. Dallas has lost 4 of the last 5. And in a division when the Eagles are falling apart. The Eagles' defense is bad. You look at Dallas and you can't take advantage of this? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. But again, Dallas might win this division somehow, which is a scary thought. And no, the NFL shouldn't change their rules. The NFL shouldn't sit there and go, "Oh, now we have to change all our rules. We have to make room for Dallas. We have to make it to that third wildcard team." No, because this has happened twice before. It's just frustrating that you can't have 4 teams in a division and you can't have one that's good. You can't have one team that's good by accident. Also, this makes it terrible if you're a Giants fan. Again, you could have won this division handily, but you chose to be really bad this year. Looking for other reactions. Looking for other reactions here online, and keep writing in those comments and questions, guys. Love them. Thank you guys so much for communicating with us here on the live stream. Again, you see a lot of people right now making fun of Dallas. Dallas, it's when they win, people are excited. When they lose, people will just hammer them like that. Jason Garrett is now trending worldwide right now. The Cowboys are a month away from confirming that the primes of so many careers were spent and ultimately wasted under Jason Garrett. Tony Romo, Jason Witten, Des Bryant, DeMarcus Ware, Sean Lee. And nothing to show for it. Is that what Jerry going to do? All right, here's from Michael Fabiano. If you really had faith in Jason Garrett as your coach, you'd play your best football when his feet are in the fire. Instead, they've rolled over 2 straight games. Yeah, again, isn't this the time if you're Dallas? Isn't this the time where it's like, all right, our season's coming. All right, this is it. Philly's collapsing. We're collapsing too. We have a chance to put a firm grasp that this is our division. We're the most talented team, and we can win this division. And we'll win this handily, and we'll be a dominant playoff team. Do you think the Bears could beat the Packers in Green Bay next week? Right now, we'll see. Again, I'm not making any predictions. I think I'd lean towards Green Bay because it is Green Bay. It's in Green Bay. I can see Jerry firing Jason. I mean, Jerry said that he's seen Jason being coach next year, but he's not sure for what team. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. Again, if the Giants are going to fire, and I will go back to the Giants for a second. If the Giants are going to fire Pat Shurmur and bring in Jason Garrett, don't even bother. Don't even bother firing Shurmur. I'll rather keep Shurmur than Garrett. What team's going to want him? Painfully average coach for a decade now. Every Cowboy fan can't stand him. I mean, look at all the Panthers fans that said thank you to Ron Rivera. No one's really going to do that for Jason Garrett. Every Dallas Cowboy fan can't stand looking at this guy now. So what are you going to do? I mean, I can see him being an assistant next year. I can see him being a coordinator. Can't see him being a head coach. If Dallas fires him, I think that'll be it. And I don't know why you would hire him. What does he bring to the table? Again, other than his incredibly excessive clapping skills, what does Jason Garrett bring to the table unlike any other coach? All right, how about this? In games that are not divisional games for the Cowboys, they're 2-7. They score 21 points a game. Their point differential is -1, and their turnover differential is -7. Again, against the NFC East, they've been great. They've been 4-0 against the NFC East. I got the Rams winning over the Cowboys next week. I mean, I may have to go with the Rams there. I mean, I've picked against the Cowboys the last 2 weeks. It's worked perfectly. We'll see if it goes again. What do you think about Ron Rivera? Do you think about him going to the Giants? I think he's a good coach. I thought there were a few times during this run where I thought he was going to get fired, but he hung in there. And he was able to get his team to the playoffs a few times. Of course, Super Bowl in 2015-16. Losing to the Panthers and then losing to the Broncos, and then they never recovered. He's a good coach, good guy. People like him. He's well respected around the league. So yeah, if I'm the Giants and you're gonna fire Shurmur, I think there's far worse you could do than Rivera. I think there's far worse. Now you're gonna need a guy who I want in a coach for this team, for the Giants, is somebody who can coach up Daniel Jones and tell this defense to just play a little bit better. That's all I need right now. I need a combination of the two. Continue the development of Daniel Jones. I mean, this guy developed Cam Newton for the most part. I think he got hired in 2011. I want to say. When did John Fox leave the Panthers? I want to say that was 20. I want to say 2010 is the year John Fox left Carolina. So I think Ron Rivera got hired in 2011. So yeah, he oversaw the development of Cam Newton, who I know he's bad right now, hurt. But Cam Newton there for a while. He was an MVP. He had a great moment there with the Panthers. So maybe again, he's got that under his chest, and also again he's taking the team to the Super Bowl. So yeah, I think there's far worse right now that you could do if you're Carolina than hiring Ron Rivera. So I would like if they hired him, but I don't know what's going through Dave Gettleman's mind right now. I don't know if to get Ron Rivera got hired in 2011. Fire Jason Garrett, yes. Jerry Jones and hire Ron Rivera. Now the Steelers need to fire Tomlin and football will be great again. I'm actually not going to get on Tomlin right now. I would usually get on Tomlin. Look at what Tomlin's doing with a fourth string quarterback. He's got this team 7-5 and looking like they might get a playoff spot out of all this. I'm not going to rip Tomlin right now. There's times I've ripped him, not this week. I have finals week. Please wish me luck, Ismail. Best of luck, my man. Best of luck. Finals are the worst, so hang in there. Tomlin has been doing good. Yeah, again, I can't kill Mike Tomlin right now. The Cowboys wish they had a coach like Tomlin right now. Trade Gase for Garrett. I think I just put my head through a wall before I trade Gase for Garrett. I think I'd walk into traffic before I'd trade Gase for... Oh, my gosh. Can I have neither? I'd pick some guy off the street before I do that. Yeah, David, but I mean, he only wins when he needs to, but loses games he should win. Again, that is the one thing about Tomlin that is a fair criticism. He doesn't play up to his opponent. I mean, to teams that he should easily beat. He doesn't play up to, they don't get up for the games. So that is a common critique with Tomlin. And it's a fair critique. But, you know, right now, no one thought they'd be this good. I thought they were done after Roethlisberger got hurt. And they were 0-2, I think, after the Roethlisberger injury. And look where they are now. They're 7-5. Now, again, they still can't beat the Patriots, which is a problem. But for now, I'm off Tomlin. Again, the job that he's done with all the injuries to this team, with all the departures over the last few years, with a fourth-string quarterback, he's been playing great. Again, yes, at least Ron Rivera is gutsy. Riverboat Ron. Jason Garrett is not. Yes, we've been talking about that. The Redskins might win the NFC East. How bad is that? How ridiculous is that? The Redskins, who fired their coach mid-season and has shown zero improvement over the last few weeks since Gruden got fired, and they might win the division. Oh, it's a joke. I think the Steelers beat the Cardinals this week because they're trying to make the playoffs. Yes, and also I think the Steelers are a better team. Arizona is very inconsistent. We see moments with Arizona, but it's not always great. If any team needs a head coach, I'd go get Oklahoma's head coach. I mean, that has been... Lincoln Riley is one of the, if not the hottest coaching commodity. You see what he's done at Oklahoma. Getting Baker the Heisman. Getting Kyler Murray the Heisman. Getting Jalen Hurts, playing, great for the most part this season. Ravens-Bills, what score you got? I don't have a score right now for Ravens-Bills. I do have the Ravens winning that game. Sorry, Rob, if you're still in the chat. I still have the Ravens because I think they're the best team right now in football, and they're playing great. Lamar's right now the best player in the league. So I think you have the best team, best player. I go with the edge. Again, I like Buffalo. I mean, that was a dominant. I'm starting to like Buffalo a little bit more. That was a dominating victory against the Cowboys, which I don't know how much that says, but whatever. But again, best player, best team, give them the edge. But yeah, I don't think Oklahoma's going to make the college football playoff this year. I don't think they're in it this year. Or I'll look it up now. And by the way, I should clarify. Sunday at around 11:45. So you expect the Ravens to win out and get home field advantage. I'm not going to say win out because this is the NFL. I want to take a look at their schedule here. But again, I think if they play the way they've been playing, they're the best team in football. I think right now the way they play, they can beat everybody. They can beat anybody. All right, let's see. At Buffalo, I think that's a win. Right now, gut feeling, I think it's a win. Home of Jets, it should be a win. At Cleveland, that should be a win. Home to Pittsburgh, that should be. Right now, the toughest opponent I think you have is at Bills. I think that's the toughest game you have. I think you should win all three of those games. And if you do that, yeah, you get home field. And the road to the Super Bowl has to go through Baltimore. So, and by the way, again, I should say this to you guys who have been watching my show, to guys who are watching my show right now. Sunday at around 11:45 Eastern. In the morning, Sunday at 11:45, right before noon, we will have a live college football playoff reaction show. So come here and we will talk all about the college football playoff seeding selections right before they announce the 4 teams that will be chosen for the college football playoff. So come here Sunday right before noon. We will have a college football playoff live reaction show, and we will be talking about all the teams. That was one of my most popular videos last year, so we're going to do it again. Come at 11:45 and we'll talk all college football. So join us then. Ravens 34-24. All right, especially the Cowboys. I mean, Jerry Jones can influence them around and get him the coach. Yeah, he could. Didn't Jerry Jones go to Oklahoma? I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's right. Jerry Jones did go to Oklahoma. Barry Switzer. So I don't see why not. Again, that is actually, now thinking about it, if the Cowboys are going to fire anybody, that should be the guy they go after. Hot commodity. Well respected. Again, a great offensive mind. The Steelers have a big game versus the Bills on Sunday night. That'll be great. And the Super Bowl is in Miami, where Lamar grew up and torched the Dolphins. Yeah, that's right. The first game of the year. And no one really knew what to make of that because we all saw the Ravens just destroy Miami that game. That was embarrassing. Miami was just Hollywood Brown at a few touchdowns. And I was thinking, are the Ravens this good or were the Dolphins this bad? And it was a combination of the two. We found out the Dolphins were really bad and the Ravens were a great, great team. So, it was a little bit of a combination of those two things happening. So, good for... Good. Yeah, so a Super Bowl in Miami with the Ravens, that could happen. Oklahoma, by the way, yes, I forgot. I don't know why I blanked out. Oklahoma right now is the 6th ranked team in the nation. So if Georgia loses to LSU or whoever loses that game, and then I think you're going to need, it's going to come down between them and Utah. Because someone's losing in that SEC championship game. It's going to come down to them and Utah if those two teams went out. So that should be interesting. Oklahoma has made the playoffs the last few years. They got blown out against Alabama, although they kept it close, if I remember, but then eventually they blew them out. And they lost in the semifinal game to Georgia a few years ago. So Oklahoma, we'll see what they do. I'm getting tired, man. I'm going to head out and get to. I'll see you next stream. Have a good night, Frankie. Thank you. It's all godly. I will talk to you. I guess. I don't know when my next live stream is. I think it will be Sunday. We might have one tomorrow, but I can't guarantee it. Will Bitcoin replace paper currency and end government? Bitcoin. Possibly at this point. I don't follow Bitcoin. Thank you for asking that because I will take any question. But there's some subjects I'm just not. I just don't. And Bitcoin is not one of them. My dad is really, really invested in that stuff, so he can. Probably give you a better. Will Bitcoin replace paper currency and end government? Oh gosh. So I'll go 50-50 at this point. I'll go 50-50 on a lot of things. I'll go 50-50 on the world ending in the next 10 years. Go 50-50 on Bitcoin replacing paper currency, and I'll go 50-50 on Jason Garrett being fired as head coach of the Cowboys this year. Those are my 50-50 propositions. Don't bet on them. Oh my gosh. So also guys, I'll be happy with the Patriots not being in the Super Bowl again. Don't rule it out. Do not sit there and say the Patriots are definitely not going to be in the Super Bowl. Don't say that. You've been burned before, David. I know you don't like the Patriots. That's fine. You know that you can't kill the Patriots. It's a stupid thing to say it's not going to happen. So just look out for it. Just hang in there. I mean, I don't care if the Patriots are in the Super Bowl again because here's my problem. The Patriots, when they're in the Super Bowl, they're always competitive. Every Patriots Super Bowl is close. I mean, with the Dodgers, I was sick of seeing the Dodgers in the World Series because I knew that they probably weren't going to they weren't going to be competitive. So no matter what, he will keep Garrett for the rest of the season. Oh yeah, we read that a few weeks ago. So I don't think they're going to fire him. I don't think they're going to fire him this season again, especially when you have a chance at winning the division. If that is a team killer if you fire the coach midseason. Patriots rematch, you got. This is tough because I've made I promised myself that I wouldn't bet against the Patriots. Bears 31, defeat Cowboys 24. Yep, Patriots Nation tattoo. Great win for the Bears here. And Trubisky, since week 10, has averaged 245 passing yards a game and has 11 touchdowns. He's 4-1. So Patriots-Ravens rematch. I want to say Patriots. I think I'd say Patriots. The Ravens are playing better, though, right now. The Ravens, again, are the much better team. They have their offense way more figured out than the Patriots do. But something tells me that when it comes to an AFC Championship game, that Brady and Belichick are going to figure it out. They're going to work all week and figure out what the Ravens' weaknesses are, which I don't know what they are right now, but I guess they'll figure it out. Agreed, because I wouldn't mind seeing the Patriots versus the Seahawks rematch in the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind that either. Pete Carroll tries to get revenge. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be good. Patriots against anybody is good. The Patriots always play close Super Bowls. They've never played a bad Super Bowl in playoff Patriots. Yeah, again, in the playoffs, I just feel like you can't write the Patriots off. You can never do it. How many times last year, there were so many people wanting to write them off against the Chargers, write them off against the Chiefs, and then tell them they're going to lose with the Rams, and they kept winning. Last year, in playoffs, Patriots and regular season Ravens. Every year, we think that it's over, and they find a way. Last year was like the worst Patriot team we'd seen in years, and they won it all. So, I don't know what it means. So, yeah, what happened with the Bears-Cowboys? Sup, bro? Good to see you, Hats. What happened? The Bears played well. Trubisky had one of, if not his best game of the year. And the Cowboys' defense was awful. So, yeah. That's basically what happened. Again, just want to tell you guys, if you're joining this, also, so yeah, the Super Bowl. Oh, we do have Jerry Jones. All right. So, Jerry Jones is talking right now. He said Chicago took it to us. So, yeah, Jerry is complimenting Chicago. I don't know if he thinks, I don't know what else he thinks. Wait. So Jerry's now saying we got to win a football game. We have to play better. Oh, did I give my thoughts on the Myles Garrett situation? I did a few weeks ago. I did a live video on it. I was outraged at the time. I still am. That was one of the worst things I'd ever seen. I'm glad he got suspended for a year. If Mason Rudolph said the N-word, I thought he also deserved to be suspended, but it looks like that didn't happen. So, a terrible, terrible situation. Entertaining, but terrible. There's no excuse for that. Maybe if you use the N-word, but other than that, I don't really think there's a legitimate excuse. Goff or Trubisky, obvious, right? All right. No, last year at the beginning of the year, it was like now. I'll say Goff because Goff's been to a Super Bowl, so I'm gonna still stick with Goff, but I don't trust Trubisky right now. I agree the Patriots have a legit shot at returning to the Super Bowl, and no one is really talking about the Seahawks having a legit shot at making it to the Super Bowl. No, I think people are talking about it. I think after they beat, because right now it's 3 teams. It's the Niners and the Saints. The Niners and the Saints are the 2 teams, so no one's ruling out Seattle. The Cowboys have trailed by at least 17 points in back-to-back games. And they played the Bills and the Bears. Those are not top 5 teams. Wilson's great. Wilson's fantastic. Again, MVP candidate. If you sup, that sounds awesome. Stealing signs will get you fired too. Yeah, stealing signs, which that will probably get Hurts fired from Houston. AJ Hinch. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Hurts. Do you think the Warriors being trashed led to the trash ratings? As Ismail is pointing out, the NBA has had some bad ratings to start off the regular season. I don't think it's just the Warriors. I think the fact that most of your top players right now, your top marketable players are LeBron, KD, and Steph Curry. And 2 of them aren't playing right now, and LeBron's out on the West Coast. So I think that hurts it. The fact that the Knicks stink, that eliminates the New York market. The fact that the Bulls aren't very good. There's a lot of elements. That Giannis is one of your best players, and he's out in the Central Time Zone. You're trying with him. Again, you thought the Pelicans are on national TV all the time without Zion. So maybe when Zion comes back, it'll be better. There's a lot of contributing factors right now. And again, the NBA regular season, the NBA with all this load management talk has basically said, we matter in the postseason. We'll talk to you in April and May, our regular season. That's why I understand why Silver is trying to do this mid-season tournament, because he wants to put more of an emphasis on the regular season. So I think the Warriors being trash is part of it, but I can't sit there and definitively say, oh, absolutely, that's the reason why. There's a lot of reasons. That's for everything. Stealing signs would get you, yes. If Russ was 6 feet tall, he'd be GOAT. Yes. I was wondering, were you talking about Westbrook or Wilson? No, yeah, you're talking about Wilson. Again, it's amazing the talent that he has for being so small and being able to just his playmaking ability, the way he's able to scramble, the way he's able to throw. It's fantastic. I love watching every single game this guy's in. I love watching it. He's such a special, special talent. I don't know, has there ever been that many mics around Jerry Jones? Also, Jerry Jones is really old and he shouldn't be owning an NFL team anymore. The only success Jerry Jones ever had was because of Jimmy Johnson, and he fired him. Goff is good with a good O-line, as most QBs are. Nah. No, yeah, you added nah. Yeah, a lot of quarterbacks. Like, you need an offensive line, but again, how many years was Wilson under that Seahawks offensive line, and he was somehow able to still be good despite that? But yeah, the Rams offensive line has been bad, so I will give them that. But yeah, there's a lot of reasons right now why the Rams are just not that good. A nice win against who's that? Tampa or whatever they won last week, or Arizona, I can't remember, but they beat somebody pretty decisively. I see so many Astros and so many, But again, I give there's a lot of problems right now with the Rams, again, with the offense especially, and maybe the league has figured out John McVay. Goff isn't no Wilson, though. Not even going to debate that. No, we have Wilson. Wilson's a top tier quarterback, absolutely. Right now, if you're talking top tier quarterbacks, off the top of my head, Brady, Breeze, Rodgers. Mahomes, I think Lamar's playing like a top tier right now. Wilson, there's a few others that I can't think of right now because it's late at night. He can't run around like a madman. Yes, exactly. Again, that's what you're seeing all these guys right now. You're seeing Mahomes and you're seeing Lamar and you're seeing Watson, you're seeing Wilson, and you're seeing these dual threat quarterbacks that are just, again, when you have that ability, and we saw it with Michael Vick and we saw it with Randall Cunningham, we go all the way back to Fran Tarkenton. We've seen these running quarterbacks, and when you have this ability to throw and run, and you have this amazing playmaking ability. Lamar is the MVP. He's crazy in Madden. I have not played Madden in years. I want to get like the Madden experience just so I can pick it up and play as Lamar. Like, that's what I want right now. Like, the ability to just make and the only playing Michael Vick in Madden 04 is the only thing comparable. Where you had Vick in Madden 04 and he was he broke the game. Where you just played it and he was just unstoppable. I want, and Lamar right now is up there in terms of that. Trubisky bailed out tonight while he was running so good, he even had a touchdown. Yeah, the Trubisky touchdown was great. It was a big-time play there. A huge play that really sealed the game. And Dallas just could not tackle him at all. So that was rough. We got about 20 more minutes to go here, guys. We still have a lot of time to ask questions, answer questions. So please, Dak is not mobile. He is a pocket passer. He has a little bit of mobility. But yeah, he's mostly a pocket passer. But yeah, we've seen some mobility from Dak. We've seen a good amount of it. I mean, he's not Eli Manning. And we've seen it from Trubisky too a little bit. A lot of these guys, again, if you can have that, all these quarterbacks now, if you can have that mobility, Damian Woody's just going off on Dallas right now, as they deserve. So, I want to see, what exactly did Jerry say about Jason Garrett? Because I couldn't hear a lot of it because I was talking to you guys. But I want to know what exactly did Jerry... All right, so yeah. Jerry Jones just guaranteed Jason Garrett will be coaching next week. So, congratulations. Reporter asked Jason Garrett, do you think the players are buying in? Jason Garrett said, I do. Jason, I don't think so at all. I mean, what in there is just like, oh yeah, they're definitely... Are they just that bad? Or, oh gosh. I'm so sick of watching Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett. Jets rehire Rex Ryan. Your reaction? No. When Rutgers hired Greg Schiano, I felt a little bit better, although that's a big contract, big money, so I felt a little bit, when I heard that. But at least, the best coach Rutgers ever had was Greg Schiano. I'll get to Rex here because this compares to it. But, okay, he might be a little ahead of the time, but, the best success Rutgers ever had was with Greg. So, maybe it's some good karma to turn it around. With the Jets, yes, Rex had some success there. But he also turned the team into a joke after those first 2 years. And the great defense that they had, and the Mark Sanchez playing as a good game manager, great running game, and then they fell apart. All these terrible moves, the Tebow signing, Vic, Gino, it was all a disaster. Sanchez going down. So no, I don't want the Jets to rehire Rex. Jets is a good coach. Rex is a great defensive mind. He's not a good head coach. He's a defensive. I'll take Rex as a defensive coordinator. I will not take him as a head coach. Sorry for having a question, but has the girl returned yet? Oh, that girl. You missed it. I apologize for the Sunday Night Football stream that we did. I apologize for that. That was awful by me. I look back on that tape and it was really cringy. We have a lot of fun here, but that day I took it a little too far. That girl, I promise you, will not be returning back to these live streams. She takes up too much time. We divert our attention. She may be a troll. We don't know, and we haven't been able to prove it. There's no worth talking about it. It's just a waste of time. We want to talk about sports, and last Sunday I went too far in talking about not sports. So that was a bad job by me, but we're here to turn it around. So that was a bad moment. I apologize for you guys there for embarrassing myself in that way, but that's not going to happen anymore, and she will not be back. So, yeah, that's my thought. It was that Bears defense was too fast for Dak tonight? Typical Jerry Jones. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Typical Jerry. He's just crazy. Oh, thoughts on Eli starting next week? Sorry, I got to get back to you. Thoughts on Eli starting? Whatever. The Giants stink. The season's over. All right, if you want to give Eli one more chance to, play, I don't know if this game is... I don't know if this Giants game is at home or on the road. I should know these stuff. I talk about this for a living. I should know whether or not I think it's in Philly. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's I'm glad Eli's getting one more chance to play one last game with this team. I do want whenever is this the last home game the Giants have? No, it's on the road. I do want the last home game for him to start. I want him to get one more chance to say goodbye to the fans, for them all to applaud him, because he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He's a legend. Okay, look. He was terrible for a long period of time, but he also gave us 2 Super Bowls, and we Giants fans will take that any day of the week, despite his mediocre career for so long. I honestly forgot about that girl. Yeah, we're all trying to forget about her. Getting behind Geno was a huge blunder. The Ben McAdoo, Geno Smith, Eli Manning thing was a complete, but that's why McAdoo got fired, because the way he mishandled that so poorly, and the way he blamed Eli for it. Look, it's clear that, and by the way, the Giants should apologize to Tom Coughlin, because there are so many other problems with this organization that it was not Tom Coughlin's fault. And yeah, Eli just couldn't get it done anymore. It wasn't all Eli's fault, but you could tell like there were a lot of throws he couldn't make. He wasn't mobile. It just the offenses weren't great. There was a lot of problems, but Eli was not helping out matters at all. That was a crazy stream. It was a crazy stream, but we've moved on from it. Sorry, mystery girl. No offense. Mine is on sports right now. Yeah, all right, it's all good. Eli throws for 600 yards and 7 touchdowns. I expect that game to happen. That'd be crazy. Final game, Eli throws 600 yards, 7 touchdowns, wins in like a last second, 30-second, a last second, because it's getting Eagles Giants because both defenses are terrible. So, maybe we'll get like a 55-52 game. Oh, I agree with you. This is a sports channel. See, I told you just be yourself and you'll be all right. Thank you, David. We did again. If you're new to if you're subscribed to this channel, you watch all this stuff here. I didn't put this to subscribers, but I did post this earlier today. I had a YouTube Rewind reaction. So go check out. I had a live reaction to YouTube Rewind 2019. I posted that. That's not sports related, but I did post that earlier today. It was a fun video that I did. It got a lot of views, got a lot of subscribers from it. It was a nice, fun reaction to YouTube Rewind. So go check that out on my channel if you haven't seen it already. Also, something crazy happened. Is that a monitor or a TV? Oh, that's a TV. It's not a monitor. It'd be great if it was, but no, it's a TV. It'd be amazing if they had another helmet catch to say goodbye to Eli. Don't push your luck. I'd love that to happen too, but we know it's like, the odds of that are ridiculous. But also today, something funny that happened. We have 15 more minutes left. And again, keep asking questions. I'll tell this story. Well, you guys keep asking questions. So something weird happened to me today. So I posted the YouTube Rewind. This is a funny story. Don't worry. I posted the YouTube Rewind. It gets blocked because there's some music in there and YouTube Rewind has music. So I got blocked. So I got to work on getting the music out of the block. And then it tells me it can't, the copyright is still there. You can't take the music out. This video is going to get blocked. So it's like, all right, fine. I'll post this video again. So I posted it again. The music lowered. So I posted it again. And then while I did it, I realized that, the video didn't get blocked, and I guess YouTube decided, it's not blocked anymore, so the second video was now irrelevant. The first video was unblocked. The second video, now I could just delete. So I posted it to private. But what I didn't realize was when I posted the second video private, it made all of my videos private. So I had a horror moment of realizing, oh my gosh, for a second, I thought I deleted all the videos on my channel, and I thought this was going to be the end of my channel, and all the hard work was going to be gone down the drain. Thankfully, I made it all private. So then I had to spend 30, 45 minutes making all the videos I have a lot of private videos, but not all of them should be made public. So I made a lot of I made almost all of my private videos. I went through 35 minutes seeing which videos are public and which ones were not. So that was a terrifying moment today. And for a while, I had 2 videos of me reacting to YouTube Rewind, which were the exact same video. So that was a crazy thing that happened to me today. Apologies if you guys got any notifications about that. But yes, for 30 minutes today, I thought I'd lost my channel, and thank God I didn't. So that was crazy. But yeah, I had a heart attack today thinking that oh gosh. Rams for Super Bowl champions? Sadly, no though. Oh yeah, I was sorry the Rockets for blowing that high-scoring game the other night, 135. Oh yeah, we didn't get to talk about Rockets Spurs. Yeah, that was a bummer. Bad loss for Houston. James Harden, be better from the 3-point line, please. For the love of just please shoot better, James Harden and Westbrook too. Also, by the way, if the Knicks want to fire Fizdale, fine. It's not the problem. He's not the problem with this team. But if you want to fire him, fine. I mean, you lose by 40 to Denver. You lose by 40. This team's the Knicks are 4-16. They were a minor league team at best. Rams for Super Bowl champions? Sadly, no though. Yeah, I don't know. For your Rams, I know you'd love for your Rams to be a Super Bowl champion, but I can't promise that right now. They got to turn it on, and the coach has to figure out the problems. Texans for Super Bowl champions. Texans, Rams, Super Bowl. And we'll see with Houston. I like Houston's odds better than the Rams. LOL, I'll take Rams, totally no bias. Do you have any life advice? Life advice? I'm terrible at that, but all right. I'm a community college student, and my parents are trying to kick me out of the house. Oh, that's sad, man. I'm sorry about that. Look, all right. I'm not smart. I'm an idiot, but I'll try. Just find a job that you love. Find a job that you will sit there every day, because that's why I'm doing this. I couldn't find a job that I was going to love 100%. So whether it's doing YouTube videos or delivering pizza or making music or whatever, find a job that you will love to do and that you won't have any problems with it, and it'll be something great. So if you're going to, again, I know this is a rough situation for you right now, that a community college, and there's nothing wrong with that. Community college, great, love it. I think I lived near a community college for a while. It's a wonderful place. Look, I'm sorry about your parents, man, about all that, but so you may have to go out on your own. Find a place, find the cheapest place you can find. and then just find a job that you will that you will love to do. Because if you love to do that, you want to be able to say that I didn't work a day in my life. So, and I'll tell you this, I've done these videos, this channel, it's kind of work, but yeah, I can say I haven't worked a day in my life yet. So that's my advice to you. I don't know if it's great advice, but it's advice. So I'm here for you. I'm here for all of you guys. I'm here to talk all of you. Here to talk all of you through life problems. Oh gosh, I'm going with the Rams over the Cowboys next week. All right. Well, so at this point, again, the Cowboys are so bad that it might be the Rams. This might be the perfect opportunity for the Rams to get back in it. My life advice: don't work at McDonald's. Don't work. Yeah, McDonald's. Fine place. My friend worked at a Wendy's for like 3-4 years, and he hated it. I visited him at a mall when he was working at Wendy's, and like you could just see like he had no soul in his eyes behind the counter. It was awful. And don't move to California; too expensive. Taxes. If you live anywhere, live in Florida, Texas, no state income tax. More states should have that, no state income tax. It's an attractive thing. I think I'll just vote for whoever gives the most handouts. Whoever's willing to give me the most money. Because the Rams are trying to at least get a wild card, and it's just hard to trust the Cowboys against a team that is hungry to win. Neither team right now. The Rams have been so inconsistent this year. The loss against the Ravens was horrendous. And I know the Ravens are a great team, but that was an embarrassing loss. And then in Dallas right now, you can't. It's a really weird game. Again, don't bet that game. Rams Cowboys is another game you shouldn't bet. Two teams right now that aren't playing very well. So this is good. This is going to be a very, very fun few weeks here to see who's going to win this division. Is Dallas going to be able to pull this out? Is Philly going to be able to who's going to? I mean, are we going to? Are we actually going to have a team win this division at 6-10? Like that's the worst possible thing. Is that actually going to happen? I don't know, but if it does, I'm going to scream and yell. Please don't do that. Please just guys, be better than that. Dallas and Philly, be better than that. Rockets file protest over missed call on James Harden dunk. I mean, come on, guys. James Harden went 4 for 20 from 3. You should protest that. I'll personally tell Jared, does New Jersey have any In-N-Out hamburger restaurants over there? Yeah. In-N-Out, I haven't personally seen them. Maybe there are, but like I can't tell you for certain if there's like a New Jersey In-N-Out. I guess maybe it's like a local thing, but yeah, I'm looking for it right now. New Jersey In-N-Out. I don't eat a lot of fast food. I usually eat for like stuff at home. Not really. I used to do it when I was younger, and then my mom, who's a very healthy person, didn't want us to do that. Thank God for my mom, a great person. I'm not seeing anything about In-N-Out Burger. So I guess not. I don't know if it's good, but yeah, if it's there, great. I will personally tell Jared Goff to win. Don't worry, guys. Go to Jared Goff and say, hey, dude, the Cowboys are terrible, man. This is your time. This is your time. You got to come back. We need you to be Jared Goff again. We don't need you to be Jeff Fisher Jared Goff. We need you to be early Sean McVay Jared Goff. That's the guy we need to say. Oh my gosh. So, we got about 6-7 minutes left. Again, I should say, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe down below for more content like this, more live streams, more post-game reactions, more reaction to crazy stuff like YouTube Rewind. Again, the schedule, Houston just got 2 In-N-Out Burger, popular. Okay, so popular from California. Houston got 2 of them. You know what New Jersey, I really want New Jersey to have? Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme is a terrific, we have Dunkin' Donuts, which is great. When we were younger, we used to go to like the Hess gas station. That's the only place where you could get like Krispy Kremes, and we used to love those. So Krispy Kreme, come over here to New Jersey. We'd love to have you compete with Dunkin' Donuts. Do it. I feel like a bandwagoner since I'm barely getting in the NBA. I like the Lakers and the I'm from LA, so I like my LA teams. Oh, don't feel like it. Hey, some guys get into the NBA late. Some guys get into rooting for different teams. Like there was a time I was not high on baseball, but then I got back into it. There was when I was younger, football I didn't really know, but there was a time I really got into NBA when I got into my teens. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. As long as you support the team now, it's okay. And look, the Lakers have been bad for a while. The Lakers haven't been good since since Kobe tore his Achilles. No, before that, when they got Dwight Howard, that was the end of the Lakers. And then it's been a rough couple years since then. I'm taking mostly online classes next semester. Can you speak to the experience? I've taken online classes. It's different. I like it. It's still a good number of work, but you get to do it at home. You get to do whatever you want to do in that day. for however long you get to do it. It's fun. It's tiring, but it's good. You don't have to leave. It's a fun, but I like it, and more kids should try it. It's good. So don't worry about it, man. In-N-Out, Northwest California names. We have Dunkin' Donuts here now, Frankie. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, quality store. Love the munchkins and the regular donuts. The chocolate glaze are terrific. We have all the foods here. Yeah, we don't have all the foods here in New Jersey. We need more. More food. Give it to us. We need to eat more. I missed it when Chris Christie was our governor because, it was good that Chris Christie had a governor that represented what most of New Jersey, what most of the country thought of New Jersey: fat, loud, angry, good sense of humor. I miss having a governor who's just exactly like that. Frankie, over 2,000 views on the Rewind video. Yes, that was a very successful video. I posted it almost immediately after it came out. So again, YouTube Rewind 2019. I made it a reaction video to that today, so go check that out. I should just pull up for the Lakers now because my Rockets don't even know how to play defense. Welcome to the world of Mike D'Antoni. No, you should keep rooting for Houston. And just hope that Harden and Westbrook shoot better. Although, whatever. What's the point? You can get on your soapbox. You know it's not going to happen. They're just going to shoot their shots and get their... Didn't he shut down your highways? Yes, that did happen. But that was probably the worst thing, and that killed it. He was actually a pretty good governor. He had a high approval rating up until that point, and people really liked him. And then that happened, and it went dead. His presidential hopes died. He barely made it to New Hampshire. So he actually had a really good shot of being president, I think, after the first term. He was riding high, and then the bridge stuff happened, and he collapsed. So that was the one part. I'm a complete NBA noob. It's okay, man. Hey, the NBA is a wonderful league. No one's watching it right now, but it's a wonderful league. Bears staying alive. Yes, great win for Chicago. I'm guessing the Lakers are final favorites. The Clippers are, but the Lakers I think are second. Clippers I think have a more complete team. Trubisky or Donald or Jones if you have to pick going forward. I think I'll go Jones. I don't trust Trubisky. I like what Trubisky's been doing, but I can't. I need to see it over a 16-game season. After the Rockets, I like the Lakers. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I just thought you were a Houston guy, so it's like, oh, okay, but yeah, Lakers are a fine team to root for. Oh, he was at a baseball game and someone scored him for eating fries. There were a lot of stories like that. He would berate people as he was walking down the boardwalk while he was eating an ice cream cone. Oh my gosh, he was so entertaining. He was so whatever you thought he was a good governor or a bad governor. He was fun, man. He was fun. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing right now, but yeah, he was quite the character. New Jersey has never and probably never will see another character like that. I could just go down a Chris Christie YouTube hole and just be lost in it for hours. So entertaining. Lakers versus Clippers in the Western Conference Finals, bro. I think that's what's gonna happen too. Right now, I'm leaning towards Lakers Clippers, and that'd be a great Western Conference Finals. LeBron and AD versus Kawhi and Paul George. Give that to me. Give me more of that. So we got about 2.5 minutes here, guys. So again, any final comments, please let us know. Just want to tell you about the schedule for the upcoming videos. I can't promise you that there will be a video tomorrow. He's like Rex Ryan, but a politician. Yes. Again, he's the perfect New Jersey guy. Fat, loud. He was just, I loved it. I'm a Houston guy, Frankie. Just the Rockets are very frustrating. Yeah, that kind of basketball can be. I mean, they're two great players, but yeah, the missed shots and the bad defense can really wear on you if you're a fan. I do, again, the schedule. I can't promise you there will be an NBA reaction tomorrow. We will have a college football highlight video tomorrow of the Pac-12 championship game. We will have a college football highlight video tomorrow. That I can guarantee you. Whether or not there's going to be an NBA reaction, I cannot sit there and guarantee you guys 100%. What is the NBA game tomorrow? I am going to look it up right now. The NBA game tomorrow, because I'm not doing Nuggets Celtics, even though that's probably going to be a really good game. Would I do Lakers Blazers? I might do Lakers Blazers, but don't count on it. So I can't guarantee you there will be an NBA live stream tomorrow. Again, we will have a college football highlight video tomorrow, so that will come out. There will be college football highlight videos all day Saturday, so go check the video out. And then Sunday, we'll have a college football playoff live stream that will happen at 11:45, a live reaction to the selection show. And then there will be an every touchdown video as usual. There will be an NFL recap right after the Sunday Night Football game. So a lot of stuff planning here for this channel here in the next few days. So make sure you subscribe to see all of it. I have the Clippers versus the Bucks in the NBA Finals, same as you do, Frankie. Yeah, that's where I'm waiting right now, and I think I'm sticking to it. Well, next year will be Donald's breakout year. I thought this year was going to be his breakout year. It's Gase. Gase is such an enigma as coach. Gase is so difficult right now to watch as a coach. So I want to say yes. Okay, if we take out the mono, and if they can just get better play calling. The offensive line's got to get better, but Right now, I will lean towards yes, but I have zero confidence in that. Mainly because it's the Jets. But, and again, they lost to the Bengals. They lost to the Bengals. They're a joke. So, I'm going to lean towards yes, but no guarantees, no promises on the Jets right now because it's the Jets. It's what you expect. Any final questions here, guys? Any final comments? Just let me know again here. So, again, we'll wrapping things up here very soon. And thank you guys again for watching. We will have the college football highlight video. We will have a Utah-Oregon highlight video on Friday night, tomorrow night. And we will have highlight videos to almost all of the games on Saturday. We'll have highlights for Baylor, Oklahoma, Cincinnati, Memphis, Georgia, LSU, Virginia, Clemson, and Ohio State, Wisconsin. That's going to happen Saturday. We'll have a Joe Burrow tribute video if he plays well and probably wins the Heisman. We'll have a Joe Burrow highlight video, so go check that out. And then Sunday, we will have, again, the college football playoff reaction Sunday at 11:45 in the morning. So check that out, 11:45 Eastern time. We'll be here breaking down the college football playoff. We will have the every touchdown video. We will have the NFL Week 14 recap that will take place right after the Sunday night game, which will be Seahawks and Rams. So come back after that game. And yeah, so that's really the schedule right now. We have a lot of videos coming up. It's so easy. Just don't hook up with girls. My man hooked up with a girl right after a game. Yeah, he's got a amazing. Did Broadway Joe ever get mono? I'm surprised. Did Broadway Joe must have gotten mono 100 times. Like maybe he got it from drinking water. Funny story about mono. I thought I had it once when I was 8. I thought I had it. The doctors diagnosed me for having mono, and then it turns out I didn't. And I spent my whole summer being sick. I had to sit out the whole summer for a disease I didn't have. Thanks, doctors. Thank you to great medical surgeons, whoever you were, for diagnosing me with mono. Job well done. I have a weird feeling with my Angels make a splash and win the World Series in my life. None of my teams have won in my life. Oh, that's rough, man. That's rough. The Angels just need to be better. Trout is a great player on a terrible team. I'm going with the Jets this week too, Frankie. Don't bet on it. The Rockets must have been off tonight. I'm guessing they were. I mean, after the loss against San Antonio, so it's fine. We'll see how Houston is, but Houston's a good team. I can't. You know, I've gone over my problems with them. Again, no defense. Harden and Westbrook. If Harden makes one shot against the Spurs, one more shot, they win the game. So he annoys me. A great player, talented player. I just can't stand that hero ball. That's just the unnecessary, just jack up a million shots. All right, so I guess we'll be done here again. Unless you have final comments, you guys, unless you have final questions, thank you guys again so much for watching. Thanks for watching this Cowboys-Bears reaction. Good win for the Bears. Trubisky, fantastic again. And for Dallas, they continue to fall apart here in embarrassing ways. And how much worse is it going to get for Jason Garrett and company? Good night, sir. Thank you for the advice. Ismail, the pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much. It was great having you here. Thank you guys again for watching. We will be back the next live stream I know we will be Sunday morning at 11:45. So go check that out. And we might have a live stream tomorrow night, but no guarantees on that. It's 50-50, so check check YouTube on that. Again, no guarantees if there will be a live stream tomorrow night after the Lakers-Blazers game, but we'll see. And you'll get a notification if you get it. And that's it. Yes, thank you guys again for watching. If you like what you see and you're new, make sure you subscribe down below. I will see you guys again at least Sunday, breaking down the college football playoff selection show. That'll be a great lot of fun time. So come in, we'll talk about the college football playoff and everything that happens in it. We've got, again, college football highlights, NBA stuff hopefully coming next week maybe, and then NFL stuff on Sunday. A lot of great stuff planned here in the next few days. If that mystery girl would have stuck with points, then it would have all been good. No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, it was a crazy weird thing. It's still all good. But hey, she left. You know, she was a crazy person, and now she's gone. So, I'm just glad that it's all over. I just want to put it all behind me. I make mistakes here, but I always learn, and I learn so I can be better for you guys. So, I think that's it for now. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys again. Probably not tomorrow night, but I will definitely see you Sunday morning as we break down the college football playoff selection show. Until then, take care, everybody. God bless. See you soon. And don't forget to watch my YouTube Rewind video earlier today. Go watch that. See you guys.